Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Alright, so they have control of all this. We might be able to get peace with the Greenskins. Potentially.
We gonna shake hands then, like humies. Yeah, not happening.
You know what? Yeah, I think I just... Let's go ahead and burn them on the way out. I'm just gonna take the risk. I don't think they're gonna be over here. Alright, tech-wise, we're working on this. We could go ahead and grab this. We do have quite a bit of extra money. I think maybe we go ahead and grab this. The call's nice. We do get the extra research rate. And since we're about to raise anyways, I don't know if we're going to raise for the money, but we might. So we might as well just go ahead and grab that, speed it up a little bit. We don't have any other buffs or debuffs going on. 39 call right now. Okay.
Malagor,
I was looking over the Chaos Spawn a little bit more, and they're maybe not as bad as I thought they were. I mean, they do 200 damage each. Now, a lot of that is basic damage, so it is blocked by armor. When you compare that with Minotaurs, though, the Minotaurs are going to be doing like 100 and so, like 125 or something damage. Now, more of that is armor pen, but... you know, even if it's reduced by 50% from the armor, it's still going to be similar. And they regenerate. So they have less melee defense, but they do have the regeneration. They do have the poison, which lowers the damage they take by 20%. So that's like effectively kind of like having 40 armor, extra armor. Because every 2 points of armor is 1% reduced non-pen damage, physical damage. So I don't know. And they have the regeneration as well. So they're unbreakable, so they have a lot of perks to them that could be good. They cost less call. Okay, so who needs the levels? I think just Malagor, right? And I assume... yeah, we can start getting wild winds. Get some more magical stuff. Also, Blessed by Evil's a pretty big bump there. Okay. Drawn might give us some decent money. We'll see. Oh, it has walls. Okay, well that's annoying. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is continue siege. We'll just dismiss one of these dudes. Move the bull in here. The bull needs a lot of experience too. Okay, now we should be able to siege. Sure, we'll throw that on Gorbel. I'm not in like a super rush for growth. I mean, the growth is nice. think the biggest thing would just be to get the 20 extra call to get us into that bonus. So I think the Dark Devotion is kind of where I want to be here. Oh, we do get a little extra money. Oh, I thought we had to take Black Crag proper. We just had to kill someone belonging to Black Crag. Nice. Extra execution there. Five per turn, you know, at some point might be a thing. I mean, getting the extra growth is nice too. The Bestigor cap could potentially matter. It's 4% recruitment upkeep cost, which is nice. Or do we want to start working towards Wild Surge? I mean, giving everyone the extra... never mind, that's only his personal armor penetration damage. That doesn't matter as much. But getting to the Revered Shaman is good. Pit of Shades. I mean, I guess that's only 26. I mean, there might be some instances where I use that. But Wild Surge and then Flock of Doom is 22. Maybe. We could also start to get freakish mutations. That does help if we want giants, which... I mean, giants do have 70 melee attack, and with all the buffs, they'll probably get over 100 melee attack, so maybe eventually the giants could be worth it. We'll see how these Chaos Spawn do. If they do well, then we can pick that up. But I suppose we either want growth or we want this recruitment for all units with Legendary Beast Lord. I guess we'll just go with the money. You can't ever really go wrong with more money. Okay. And where do we go from here? Probably not Black Crag. We just don't need to do that. The Greenskins are not on our hit list. We're just trying to leave, and we're just killing stuff on the way out. Just kind of for fun. Wow, that goes south real quick. As far as, like, movement penalty. Because you're going through the mountains. I guess we'll just jump. There's some army sieging Auchendorf right now. It's still pretty chaotic. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Hire a couple units, just axes. And then we can do, just grab this. And then... Oh, these are linked. So it's not +6, it's every time you go up, it's +6 total. Okay. I thought for some reason, I thought they weren't linked. Like, you got a new, like, +2, plus whatever. So it's just 2 every time. But it's the same cost every time. It gets progressively, you get a little bit more out of it. We could also do the upkeep reduction. That does lower horde growth, but we have a lot of growth. And how much would 10%? I mean, army's not that expensive right now. It's literally 489 gold for this army. And that's 10% from the base, though. Which is probably like 3,000 or 4,000. I don't know if we need to do that just yet. And that's horde growth for everybody. So maybe we just get this one. We could go and upgrade to this, but we don't need these things yet. We could have him be a, we could go ahead and have him grab a tribe summit. You don't get any Lord Recruit rank. This one you'd get Lord Recruit rank. This is something I'm pretty sure almost certainly we want that. Upkeep eventually, doesn't have to be right now. Could get that for growth. The melee attack one's really good too. That's just straight up, there's no penalty there, but it's very expensive. This is just really cheap, keeps it, you know, just Helps everybody out. Might as well. And then we'll just think about the other stuff. Okay. Then he's moved. Let me just make sure I didn't get any followers or anything. I just kind of flipped through a lot of stuff. Oh, we do have the Book of Asher. Yeah, that's actually... We need to do that. Wait, oh, he's over here in this army. Okay. Yeah, cultist. I don't know if that stacks or not, but... Okay, that's fine. No one has taken over these badlands yet. Oh, okay. Nah, you're good, man. You can come on through. We do need to try to increase the ambush chance, because that does help a lot, because they can't run if you ambush them. So we might need to get a tech. We just need as much of that dark energy as possible. There are just so many good things with the dark energy. We can get the call. We can get a lot of stuff. Okay, lots of beastmen are coming through. I don't think we want to increase the cost on everybody, though. I mean, we would get some units and stuff. I don't think the Confederation's really worth. These guys do like us a lot. I thought that I'd turned on them for the Skaven tribe. I don't even know where these guys are. It looks like they have... I mean, we could do this and try to get some money off of them. I guess we might as well. I mean, we only have medium reliability right now, so they just may not... If it says high, they should do it, though.
Ready? Go on, talk. I'm listening. Not today.
So this Scryer is really strong right now. They must just have a ton of armies.
Never!
Citra does not serve.
Where? Oh, they're still way down south.
Citra, what tribute do you offer the great king of Nehekana?
crush that guy.
Your sight.
17 gnarl hide, shadow hide, tough as nails. Call.
Malagor. Da waksho, dance me arifus.
And the thing is, I can't go through because he could intercept me, so we have to eventually go through him. But it's kind of annoying. This Dragon Ogre actually will be really nice against, like, Bretonia and their large stuff. This guy is anti-large. How much anti-large? 15. That's pretty good. Their damage is not as high. It's 43, though. No, those are only 48. So maybe these are legit. It does lower magic resistance. That's actually quite good. And leadership. So the blue ones might be okay, especially firing that stuff from long distance. Usually the they have less armor. Huh. We'll just save it for now. We could go ahead and start grabbing this if we wanted to. I don't think we're that wealthy, though. We do want to use the growth, I believe, to level up stuff. This is like a cheap and cost-efficient way. How close are we on the call? We're at 44, so we need a little bit more. Let's quell some animosity. I guess we could just go ahead and, like, just raid and see if we can bait them. Because they probably can't see the other hidden in camp here. Okay, so we are getting this, and we'll just hold off. We'll hold on to our growth. Hold on to this money for now. And before they die, go ahead and see if we can get some more out of them. They might die here in a little bit. They look like they don't have an army. We'll hold on to the rest of this and just kind of wait and see. Clan Moors is liking us.
More head. Lower your muzzle and bask in glow of my breath. No, not. Tinker, tinker talk instead of fight kill, yes? Make a deal. Stop now!
Okay. We could hand off some Bestigors to the other guy. And then hire a couple of the Chaos Spawn. Okay, so they spotted us out. Okay. I don't think he should be able to intercept us if we burrow under, like, over here. We're gonna do it with him first. Flare. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. There's a 20 stack, there's a 20 stack. I don't think they're gonna, I mean, they could have a little bit more, but... Who is that? Oh, Ozog the Slaughter. Now I don't know if he's going to be able to dash. He can't dash and get there to reinforce. Now Ozog could intercept, potentially. I think we got something that blocks interception or like could lower it by 40% or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Diplomacy stuff. One more time. They would confederate, but you know, once again, even if they're on the bench, if you confederate, you still get that penalty where everything costs a lot more. So I'm really just looking to get money out of them and maybe some vision. Could get me in trouble if they go to war with, you know, one of my allies again, but no, you're paying. We could probably squeeze another 150 gold or something out of them, but whatever. We'll just do it. Okay, so we get some vision up here. It's possible. I mean, there are some times where I've done military alliances, and I'm like, that's never really going to be that useful. I'm just doing it for money. And then out of nowhere, you'll get in a tight situation, and they help reinforce you. Like, I've been sieged by some Greenskins. I think it was in my Bretonian campaign, and I was friends with Carl, and I was like, well, these people are probably going to kill me right here, because they got me. I just occupied a property, and I was injured from a fight. And I just didn't think, I mean, I just wasn't going to be able to replenish. And there were like a couple of Norskin, like 20 stacks knocking at my door. And I was like, well, that's probably going to be it. And then the next turn, you know, someone from Carl's army comes riding in and attacks him. And we're actually able to barely pull off the fight because of those reinforcements. Okay, we got to get these dwarfs out of here before they start confederating. Greenskins are starting to get a little spooky, but it's fine. We can just kill them and run. Whoa, did they take the capital? What is this? Oh, Clan Moore's got Carricate Peaks back. Okay. Is this war? Sure. Let me get Moonwise here. I do like the campaign movement range, but we probably shouldn't screw around with that. I guess we could go for the Bestial Rage. I don't think it matters that much because I don't want to hit the... I guess this would give us replenishment at Horde Growth. It's only 2 turns of minus 12 Horde Growth. I guess we can do that because then if we take some casualties from fighting one of these battles, we can go right in and just fight the next one. So we're going to fight 2 Greenskin stacks here. You can't sack, so we can't do them in the same turn. You have to burn when you're Beastmen. But it's basically minus 24 horde growth, but we're not in a super hurry to upgrade right now. Like, getting some tier 5 stuff is cool, but it's very expensive, and our armies are already really effective. This would be ideal if I thought we could win the fights if we're tired. It's not necessarily very tired, but, like, the vigor can matter. So, it's either Ruinous Incentive for the Bestial Rage, which in theory could be good, but I don't know if we're going to be able to keep that or not. I mean, 30 Bestial Rage. Let's just do this. This is probably the easiest one. I don't think we're anywhere close to Brayherd, and we might still be in Brayherd Blues territory. We're not there. I mean, that would have given us another wall, potentially. I didn't realize we were that close. 54. Okay, so maybe we should have done the wall one. I don't think it's going to matter that much, but... Okay, that's an auto-resolve. Now, he might be winded in Barrack Dwazbag. So maybe we kill this one first. Franka Hills is weak. Malagor might be able to just solo kill Varenka Hills. Yeah, definitely. You know, we should have enough to reinforce this, burn this with one guy, and then go up here and kill this with the next guy. It's a little dangerous to have them both split up like that, but I think we'll be able to handle it.
Not doing it.
I think we just auto-resolve it. I mean, I guess we can normally fight it. The thing is, we're going to get massive replenishment anyways. So it's really not going to matter. I mean, it's a bunch of little goblin, like just tier 1 goblin things. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of orc biggins, but like, it's no match for the Bestigors and all of our magic. I think we're just going to crush them. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. I think we're going to crush them, and I just want to move on to a bigger, better fight, if we can find one this episode. And just eventually try to end the campaign. So like I said, we're going to beat them. Like, there's no possible scenario where they win that against, like... These are basically similar to Black Orcs, probably even stronger than Black Orcs when you consider all the Beastmen buffs. And because, like, attrition doesn't even matter because we're going to heal to 100%, basically, after every fight, it's not going to matter. Okay, and then we'll just take the we'll just take the Dark Devotion. Okay, good. He ran this way, so that should be solid. So, like, even if I did Slug Skin, that's kind of awkward because, like, there's an ability called Slug Skin also, which does something totally different. Could get the Chariot, but honestly, I'm probably not going to use it that much. I think just go in for this. The Horde Growth. That's where I want to be. Now, what is that? Intercepting in the underway is 10%. There was something that reduced your chance of getting caught by 40%, but I don't remember what that is or where that is. Okay. Yeah, just getting the Horde growth is probably a good thing. It's gonna be full health. Even if, like, they did twice as much damage, I had twice as many casualties, like, I would still heal back to full, and they're not gonna hit me next turn before I heal anything, so it's not gonna. It was just gonna be an auto resolve. Okay, here we go. They're gonna make us fight this one for some reason, so I guess this is like closer to a 20 on 20. Okay, see, there we go. Get a fight. I could wait one turn and they would start suffering attrition, but we're just gonna fight him. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they're making us fight this, but there will be several, you know, fights in the campaign that'll make us scratch our head anyway. So we will have enough fights without having to just sort of force a manual fight just for the hell of it. It is kind of important, and I need to remember this, that with the, I forgot, those guys can't Vanguard the Bestigors. What's going on there, but what did they cast? They cast something on me. What is this? Oh, these are just like some kind of birds or something? Let me see these wolves.
Chaos! Rothka! Akash! Chaos Girth!
What are the stats on those? Oh, 50 defiled crows, flying war beasts. 50 damage. Okay. It's pretty sweet. I like that. They don't cause terror or anything. They are expendable. Where's there's that. Yeah, we gotta kill the rock lobber.
Malagor, dar Arnu.
You only get one cast of those crows, is that right? Or am I? No, there we go. Only got one cast of my potion. Okay.
Malagor.
Just keep rallying back. Kill him. Okay, so they're dead now.
Malagor. Grimdark. Faggot dart.
So it does create like a weird vortex thing for a while. It does damage. It's kind of cool. Decent damage. Yeah, I mean, we should outrun them. The Beastmen, like, everything on the Beastmen is fast and has strong vigor, pretty much. They're all kind of like little mini cavalry. That 110 leadership from all those buffs. They are extremely disciplined. Okay. Yep, that score is pretty good. Yeah, those crows look legit. So it's like it's a vortex spell that does decent damage, and you get some flying crows that don't do an insane amount, but they did look like they had 50 melee attack and they cause bleed. So, you know, in sieges and things like that, it'd definitely be useful. And it's free. It doesn't cost any winds of magic, so that's pretty nice. Okay, nice. So he's standing right on top of it. He didn't run away. Other people ran away. Not really sure what the mechanic is, why they stand sometimes and why they fight. Okay, so we could start coming down here if we want to get more growth, or recruitment duration is very nice. More building cost is okay. Could start getting freakish mutations. We'll see how we feel about the chaos spawn for that one. We can also get horde growth over here. It takes 3 instead of 2. So it does take 1 extra point. But you do get 15% battle capture. And you can get a horde recruitment capacity. Unholy Resilience is pretty good for healing up Malagor too in fights. Or this magic stuff, we would basically, like, this Wild Surge is nice. A little extra buff for your team. All your casts and stuff. Flock of Doom could be good. The extra melee defense for lords and heroes. Oh, that's all armies faction wide. Holy crap, I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, we need to... I thought that was just his army. Okay, yeah, that's really, really good then. And the rank for everything faction wide is really good. You know, we might actually want to save some of that growth. Wait, why did it not finish? I actually want to save some of that growth and get the ritual mound, because with these new lords that we have rolling in, we're probably going to want to put some shamans with him. And he needs to be the one to hire him, because he gets, I forgot how much it is, plus 4 ranks. So that's obviously a big deal. Now, you don't need a ton of ranks on them. I think they can get Beast Magic and the other magic, though. I think they can double it up. Standard Discipline, Herd Keeper, Zealot, Cultist, Doe. I think we can probably get rid of that if we want to. We can put Frenzy on somebody. Or Poison is probably better, because we have really high leadership anyways. Little fraudage. I don't know. That word just cracks me up with like a British accent. Some fraudage. That's when you're like rubbing up against someone else. Typically, I believe it's used in the context of for sexual gratification, but I don't know if that has to be that way. It's just some random like vocabulary word that I came across the other day. It was pretty funny. I don't even remember the context of that. I think I was like reading an article or something and they mentioned something like that in terms of like a rave or something. Okay. Yeah, just Slaughter's Call. I mean, it's pretty good. Now that would make him a lot better than with that in the other army, but whatever. Okay. Everybody. Gift of Chaos. Okay, that's probably fine. Tyrant. And that's why it's almost literally free, because he has the extra 25% discount. I mean, there's literally no cap. I think you can get to 100% upkeep reduction on units. So we probably have like 95% or something right now. All right, I think that's all good. So we're gonna wait on these lords. Okay, probably knock out Ockendorf next turn, and then go for the dwarfs after that. So hopefully we get them before they Confederate, man. I'm gonna be sad if they get that Confederation off. Before we kill them. So if we spent too much time goofing around burning this stuff on the way over there. Double check the definition of that word real quick. Demonetized. In art, it's the technique or process of taking a rubbing from an uneven surface to form the basis of a work of art. Damn it, Jagged Horn. Dude, they troll me so much with these things. I guess we might have some Beastmen on Beastmen action here, if they want to run me down. Well, I'm going to stick up for Clan Moors. So I have a deeper alliance with them. That is going to make it really hard for me to have Bray Herds, though. I probably need to stop doing those alliances at this point. I mean, the money is nice, but I don't need it that much. Actually, my reliability is high, I guess because I stuck with the higher treated person. So I broke a non-aggression with Jagenhorn, but I stuck with the person I had a military alliance with, so I guess that helped me out with reliability. Okay, so we need Malagor to complete that building that is stopped. Does it take 2 turns to make that building? Is that what it is? It's going to be obnoxious if that's the case. How strong are border princes? Do I need to worry about random, like, 3 20 stacks coming at me? Possibly. Right, let's go scout it out then. This is getting so... okay.
I refuse.
Not 20 stacks, but...
Not likely.
Those don't look that advanced. I think we can beat them.
Malagor, dar armu.
Now, some of these free cheap burns, you know, I maybe need to, or should have, it'd be wise to have one of those other, like, legendary lords ready to go so we can just power level them. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I just can't hire those legendary lords right now. And I don't want to hire normal lords because it's going to increase the cost. Only the legendary lords don't have that cost increase. Yeah, I think just raising sacrifice, just crank that as high as we can, as fast as we can. It really needs to be like 4,000 or 5,000 gold before I don't raise and sacrifice, I think, for the dark stuff. How much extra devotion am I getting per turn? Yeah, I mean, I could get like 5 more on each of my lords. I mean, that does add up, you know, over 10 turns. I'd get another 150 if I had, you know, 3 people with the +5. So I guess we'll get that at some point, but it doesn't feel like a super high priority. We'll play it relatively safe. Okay, so it is 1 more turn, so I guess it was going to take 2 turns for that. Should I just upgrade this? I mean, the sooner you do that, the better. It is extremely expensive. It does give us 7 more call, 2 more horde growth, 1 more recruitment, more replenishment. You do gain 3% campaign movement range. Oh, every time you level it up, you gain extra movement range too. And extra income, and you get access to all of this stuff. Plus 10 melee attack for Wild Dragon Ogres. Now, I wonder if each Legendary Lord can get the Dragon Ogre thing or not. Because that would actually be... you could get plus 30 melee attack and plus 45% weapon damage if we have all 3 Legendary Lords with the Dragon Ogre. So I think you can have 1 per army. I mean, we could buy some of these too if we wanted to buy some Zangors. How much is it to buy them? $10,500 with 787. So we could either get them or we could get that Dragon Ogre unit. The Dragon Ogre unit is expensive. The Zangors are probably only going to be great against horses, which is one of the main reasons I want them. Is you don't have like great anti-large. We've got the Bulgors, which can be quite good potentially, but we can't really use those on sieges that well. I mean, I guess they do get 8 melee attack and 20% weapon damage. Okay. And if they have high leadership, they keep it. Now, they're obviously going to be a bit more expensive. But, I mean, I guess those are pretty dang good. There's only 8 of them in a stack, too. I just noticed that. The normal Minotaurs are 12 in a stack. So, it's like, yeah, they look like they do more damage, but there's 50% less of them also. So, you know, those definitely can be solid. But that's about it as far as anti-large goes, I think. These guys have anti-large boulders, but that doesn't matter. But these having the 15 anti-large... No, they don't have much piercing either, though. So I'm just wondering, what are... So those have, like, good piercing. These do have piercing. These have 48. Plus 25% vigor. Some armor. I mean, those look pretty bad. Pestigors have... presumably, like, pretty high regeneration. Rotten regen. Primal Fury. Give everybody armor. Physical resist. Poison. Seem like okay. The corn. Hit points are less than 50%. You get that disabled. But you basically do get 25% extra weapon damage, 10 melee, so we get 20 on the melee, so it'd be like 69 base. We don't have any buffs from techs or anything to buff them up, like the Bestigors, though, I don't believe. Now, that Dragon Ogre, though, he will crush some large stuff. 100 bonus versus large, so he is an excellent duelist versus, like, elite cavalry and lords that are mounted and things like that. So almost all Empire lords, when we get up there, they almost always put him on the horse, right? They put him on the mount, so he's going to tear them up. So scaly skin, he doesn't have any regen, I don't think, but he should be pretty good. He's very expensive, though. Well, I guess not that much. 767 in this army. I mean, if we're going to get this at some point anyways, we could go ahead and get it just for the campaign movement range. We could think about the Dark Energy. We probably want to go with the Call first. Or we could just get the... I don't think I want to hit our Horde growth yet. We're not super hurting for money. This is basically penalty free, and we are going to get this at some point, like pretty much guaranteed. We do need this because I am going to need to hire shamans. So maybe we just go ahead and get this because that's guaranteed. We have to have shamans in our other armies. And that will allow us, if we want to get some Cygors, which we probably do, for later on. Can we do 2 buildings at once? No, that's going to be 6. Yeah, it's not that much. Let's go ahead and we'll get it. Since we're stopped here anyways, we might as well. Okay. What is this? Gorbel. Okay. Slaughter. We already got Slaughter's Call. We're almost at Immortal. Get one more Tribal Call. I don't. Does the Dragonor doesn't take any call either, does he? Because he's a legendary unit. I'm almost positive he doesn't take any call. Doesn't require any call to hire him. No, and that's really, really nice. So. Okay. Alright, we're about at an hour, so we will go ahead and see the end of this turn, and then we'll just go ahead and move on to the next episode here. I'll do one more. We do need to hire at least one Chaos Spawn. That does pay out 200 gold a turn, too, to get that Bray thing, so we just go ahead and get that ticking. Oh, you can stand in ambush? I didn't even realize that. I thought you had to attack an ambush. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're gonna murder this. Like, what are they smoking? Okay, we'll start off next episode because I really do have to keep these to under an hour so that I can guarantee or have a much higher chance, rather, of releasing one episode a day. Because if I do like these hour to hour and 30 minutes, I just may not have time sometimes. So, this is the weekends, been out, running around outside, so I've got my my hat on because my hair doesn't look fantastic right now. But I do want to record a few episodes here so I can release them during the week. But anyways, we'll get in here. We'll start off with this, and then next episode we're going to try to get a Chaos Spawn, finish off the Dwarves. We'll hire that new Legendary Lord, get that set up, and then we're going to start pushing north into human territory and start working on that. So stay tuned. Should be exciting, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.